good eve. I figured, oof, considering two whole people have asked why I changed the channel name. Now, when you, hang wait, when you have numbers that large, you cannot deny giving the people what they want. So, to the two people that gave a shit, I changed. Well, no, let me take it back. This is actually the third name for the channel, which originally it was called Reckless Tingles, back before anyone ever watched anything I did. And I quickly changed it. I liked the idea of having the reckless thing and then the tingles, but at the end of the day it's just two buzzwords fucking smushed together, and that's that was it didn't I don't like buzzwords. It's like, and this was my issue with the late night tingles thing, was the idea was it would be like a late night talk show, you know, late night radio, all of that stuff, and it abbreviated down to LNT, and so LNT like BBC, ITV, even sports, you know, NFL, NBA, and that was the chair, I swear, and that was something that I had ambitions to utilize, and over this, well, since 2018, not once. Not once. So, it was a long time coming to scrap the name and move on from it. Plus, I mean, it's like, anyway, I need to pivot. I'm slowly rotating. That's the chair. It's the chair. Seriously. And I completely lost my trail of thought. Oh, yes, sorry, yeah, that's where I was going with it. Like, pretty much every streamer has a stream or video called Late Night Tingles. And so it's like, that was the chair, so it's like I'm building a brand that it's not even mine. It's like just a generic term, right? It's like claiming ownership over, I don't know, 3 words that everybody uses. It's like, I don't know, it felt cheap, I guess, and it was a last minute kind of decision to change it from Reckless to that. It was kind of one of those things that I was just like, whatever, it'll do for now, and then as time goes on I can change it, and I never did, until now, obviously. But I've never had a logo, I've never had any channel art. I've got one profile picture, which was a still from a video, and I was literally leaning in to either adjust something, that was the chair, to either adjust something, or maybe even as I was punching it out of record, Could have been that. Maybe. I can't remember. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, so literally did I have my hand? Oh, I don't know. This lens is also really loud, which is very disappointing because that camera cost me £3,000. But so I need to drop another £2,500 on a decent lens. But anyway, that aside, I mean, it doesn't really matter for this video. I've literally tilted the mics down. I've already shot 2 videos today. I've been doing real world things all day as well, and it is 4 AM right in the dot. Well, 4:01. I was wrong. Now, you know what's really annoying about this is I looked up a tutorial on how to stop, like office chairs creaking. Did it, got all this grease all over my hands. I almost stabbed myself. It was an ordeal, and it didn't help. This chair is only like 6 weeks old or something. Whatever, and it was expensive, but that don't matter none. Now, where was I going? Have I actually said why I changed the channel name? I guess I think, to be honest, I'm rotating again. I guess that yeah, it was a long time coming in. And one thing that I always did think was, as and when, I mean, the channel's gonna hit 100K. It's gonna happen eventually, and when it does, it's like the thought of having Late Night Tingles on that silver plaque was just kind of like, oh, really? It's just so. It's become so generic, just so. Ugh. But with the shift to Mr. Phoenix, because I've used the Phoenix name for over a decade anyway, so I mean it's new to you, but it ain't new to me. It's something that's very personal, which also is something that I don't want to say lacked, but it's something that I just never really touched on with this channel, and I thought it was kind of a nice way to bring things together a little bit and kind of be a little bit more human in places, rather than always being in character. It's like there's sometimes that you can just be a goofball, basically. Which is, where my kind of like persona, if you will, spurs from, because I just have a really dumb sense of humor, and the idea of the quirky, eccentric, like, it's just a weirdo, right? from obviously it's all, that was the chair, obviously it's all a watered down version of the simulation series, right? Which will be coming back. Don't worry. I just need to sit down and write it. I've messed about with some test footage. I got some fun ideas. Like there's some cool stuff. But yeah, and it was just this watered down version, this easier going version. It's like, I'm not gonna go like sniffing your hair and like, I don't know, I can't even remember what I did in those videos. It's so long ago now. But and it was just that, I don't know, there's something so intriguing, and it's not like, there's no other creator that does that. Not in that way, that it's like, you're not like a creep, but you're kind of just a weirdo. It's just kind of like, but you're also intriguing. And it's quirky, I guess, would be another word for it. And it's just, I don't know, I just really enjoyed the character. And, you know, my channel went from everybody just watching that same fucking cranial nerve exam that, actually, a fun fact for you, if you're, what are we're like 10 minutes or something into this video? I don't even know. If you're still watching this is a fun fact. That was the chair. That was the chair again. This is a still the chair. This is a this is a fun fact for you. That cranial nerve exam video, which is quite possibly the video that helped you find me in the first place, that video was a test video, which is why it was so hard, so unbelievably hard that day. And I was just like, no, I'm still kind of new to this game. I just shoot it. That was the chair. That was the chair. That was the first video I ever color graded, and I actually color graded over the top of a like default color portfolio on my Canon M10 or Canon M100, one or the other, which is why it looks, it's okay, it's fine. That was the chair, but it's and I remember when because I edited it that same night I did the grade, because I was super excited for it, and I chucked it up, and I thought, it's like, awesome, it's like, tomorrow I can come back, I can reshoot it, I can do the video that I want to make, you know, I can do better when I'm not a ball of sweat. But and then that video took off, and I remember I was sat in a pub on that sort of night when it took off, and I kept checking my phone thinking, like, what the hell is happening? Like, people are like, there was hundreds of subs coming in. When you're a nobody, like, that is just huge. Like, now it's sort of like, you know, I get a couple thousand a month, and it's like, you know, it's like, that's just standard. That's just the growth that I'm kind of at. But oh man, that was so weird. And it was like, that's a test video. That was just like, man, if I hadn't have uploaded that, then well, I mean, you would have never seen it. But it's funny how that works. I do apologize, my voice is so tired. As I said, it's like, it is now 8 minutes past 4. I've been mowing lawns today. I've shot 2 videos. I've been singing a bunch, and now we are here, and I have a can of San Miguel. That was the chair. Yeah, because when I thought about making this, is that battery gonna die? I can't see jack shit without my glasses on. Like, that screen is a blur. Like, yeah, it'll be fine. That was a chair. Oh god, I keep distracting myself. It's been a long day. I should have done this tomorrow. Oh well, too late now. Is the audio recording? But yeah, it's alright. Yeah, I think that rounds off what I wanted to say, I guess. I mean, the reason for the name change, and obviously it'll coincide with when I eventually release some music on a music channel, and I'm spinning around again. Good Lord. That's the one funny thing. It's like when I made my poor attempt to fix this chair, it spins so easily now, but it still creaks. Like the one problem that I had with it, and I caused another problem in trying to fix the one problem. And maybe I should just take it apart and try it again. Or maybe I'll just put it in the bin and sit on the floor. I should have sat on the floor. Ah, well. But, yeah, and it'll fall in line with a overarching branding, which was the original idea. Once again, as I said, that was the chair. As I said, with the LNT thing, was that, and I was going to make subsidiary channels using the LNT thing and being like, oh, like doing some like environmental videos, because that's always fun, or just going into a field and starting a fire and filming it, right? And it looks cool and all the rest of it. But once again, just never happened. So it's kind of that whole everything that I enjoyed about the name never actually happened. So it's just this kind of redundant, like defaulty name that's just like, like, who gives a shit anyway? I mean, it's a channel name, for fuck's sake. It's like, it's just me in front of the camera every single video for the past, like, I don't know, what, like 250 videos that I've done. It's just me rambling, bumbling around. Sometimes it's just like a super, you know, nice, easygoing video. Sometimes I'm just in a mood where I just want to make people laugh. And so I just like ping out little jokes, you know, stuff that just constantly comes into my mind, and often I hold them back. But it's like, nah, some videos you just let it out, and it's like, because someone will find it funny, you know. And it's just, at the end of the day, it's like, you can tag your channel as being a gamer, a game streamer, like a League of Legends thing, or you could be an ASMR artist, or you can be a fashion guru, or fucking whatever. It's like, we're all entertainers, right? And that's it. That is the line, the backbone to all of it is, it's entertainment. That was my shoulder this time. And like a lot of people forget that at the end of the day, people are just here to be entertained, and they get so caught up in the almost like a pretentious kind of sense of it. But it's like, no, it's like, come on, it's like, we are making free entertainment on the internet. It's like, come on now. It's like, the people are here for a good time. It's like, give them a good time, right? And I know with the in context of like ASMR stuff, not everybody wants, you know, humorous stuff, which is fine, which is why I don't always do it. I don't always want to, you know, do that. Sometimes I want to be a little bit more reserved, a little bit more closed off. Especially if I've got, you know, something going on or whatever, you know. It's like, sometimes you're, sometimes you just don't feel it, and you just, yeah, you've got to keep the schedule. You've got to keep churning out content, because like I've taken gaps away from the channel. There's a car in the horizon. This is just the endless crap I have to edit out. Oh, the fuck is taking ages. And, there we go, now he's passed. And, oh, once again, I lost my trail of thought. He took so bloody long to go past. I don't know. Doesn't really matter, does it? No one's watching this now. That was the chair. We're up past like 20 minutes. No one's watching this now. But yeah, I think that is all bases covered. And what's funny with this is like when I decided I was going to make this video, I sat down with a notepad and I wrote out a bunch of points and stuff, and it's kind of like, yeah, that was the chair. It's like, no, it's like I'm just going to sit here and I'm just going to talk at you about real talk. At the end of the day here, it's like I might not even monetize this video. It's like I don't give a shit. It's just like there are the channels hit a point where it's like I can just put a video out, even though it's still a small channel, so I can just put a video out and it will get thousands of views because there are thousands of people that like what I do, and there are thousands of people which will give it a shot. Obviously it's not all 70, whatever the number is. I don't really know. I'm not a numbers guy. Like chasing numbers and that is never like, I just don't care. Like, I appreciate that there are people that appreciate what I do, just the same as I appreciate what other people do, right? It's full circle. We find people, we find creators and content that we enjoy, that we want to consume, that we get really into, and then there's different tiers for like how much you enjoy it. As I said, it's like there's probably about like 4,000, 5,000 people that will just watch whatever video I put up, like irrelevant, which is awesome. I mean, that's like mind blowing. I mean, to hit those sort of numbers of people that are just so willing to listen. It is just crazy, especially, in this field, which is just, it gets more swamped every day. I mean, it's just insane, the amount of content that's just churned out. Yeah, oof. But, yeah, that was the chair. It's a funny old world, the YouTube world. Oh, is there anything that I wanted to rattle through before you go, or before the camera runs out? God, I can't read that for shit. It's 20 something. What's the time? 19 minutes past 4. The audio is still rolling. Imagine if I just sat here for like 6 hours, just fucking talking at the camera and then actually upload it. It will be hilarious as if I actually do, and you look at the video when you clicked on it, got a little time in the corner, it says like 6 hours, 20 minutes or something. It's just like, oh damn, he did. Fucking hell. There's something over there that keeps flashing, and I don't actually know what it is, but it catches my eye from time to time. But yeah, and actually, yes, this leads me beyond the name change and why it's now. I mean, it should have happened 2 years ago. Like, man, why am I saying this shit at the end of the video? No one's fucking watching. Oh well, whatever. Maybe I'll put a timestamp and be like, the actual useful bit that you want it takes him about 27 minutes to get there. But this should have happened like 2 years ago, but the everything that's happened the past 2 years, it got delayed. But I finally got the new studio. As I said, I dropped $3 on a new camera. I can. This is just a more usable space for me. I still have so much to adjust. I want to get a new lighting rig, and there's always stuff to do, right? It doesn't end. But yeah, so it's all to coincide. Sorry, it's all to coincide with that, and just a new era, an evolution for the channel. Because I mean, it's done it before. It's like, for anyone who's still here from the very, very first videos I did, they were all black and white. They were the you know, the hand cam videos. Yeah, that's just what I did. I did the black and white thing because I didn't know how to color grade, and I used Canon. You know, I was using cheap Canon cameras, and their colors ain't great. So it was easier to just, you know, just drop it into black and white and just go for it. And of course, it's like there was that whole era of the channel where I spoke with a, you know, American accent, if you will. All I did was flatten the vowels. I mean, as you're now hearing, that's the chair. As you're now hearing, my accent is kind of all over the place, and I've got certain really like Britishy, like that, like twangs, but then I've got other stuff which is just kind of very sort of slurred and maybe a little bit more Americanized, I suppose. But that's just me. That's just how I speak. That, like, I've confused many people with where my accent actually sits, you know. But yeah. Oh, apologies, the camera stopped recording. I don't know when it stopped recording during my ramblings, but that means I've done more than 30 minutes. Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. Let's go for 6 hours. I might need another beer though. Oh. Now, I suppose, but you know, the how many people do I reckon are still watching this? 2. Nah, come on, let's be real here. 1. No. Come on, it's like there's what, like 10 people. If you're one of the 10 people still watching this, well, that's awesome. Do you want to see more rambles? Like, I have thought that it's like sorry, I'm just readjusting myself. That was the chair. Seriously, that was the chair. I have thought about, you know, doing a little bit more real talk on here, like a little bit like behind the scenes kind of fun stuff. But it's like I've thought about doing like a dedicated channel for just kind of an anything goes. Like, if I have an idea for something, I can just do it. But yeah, it's always so awkward when because people build an image on your behalf of you. It's like the whole idea of like the pirate thing here. Never have I ever done a pirate themed video. Never have I done anything along those lines, yet it became something that kind of like this undergroundy kind of view of me as like this pirate thing. And this is always the difficult thing about any kind of real talk or any kind of like personas that you adopt is because people have already made the assumption about who you are just from looking at you, right? It's just like, when we all do it. I'm swiveling again. And it's always so awkward because obviously it's like, I know who I am, you know. I knew that I wanted to eventually adopt the Phoenix name into this, but none of you did. It's like you've all made your predetermined assumptions about me, whether you were someone who stumbled across a video of mine and thought, it's like, wow, that guy is a fucking dick. Which, you know, we've all stumbled across videos and just find those people that we just don't like the look of, right? We've all been there. But then, of course, if you did get into it, you kind of make your assumptions about kind of who that person is, and you know, you kind of like push these ideas, these personalities. You kind of make the assumption of what they're like in their real life, you know, and the way that they talk and act and stuff from what is a persona on an entertainment channel. And so it's always difficult to, breach out and kind of do anything different, you know. It's like, as soon as, like, people put you in a little box of that one video out of like the 450, maybe even 500 videos that I've made, and so they take you and they put you in that one box, and it's like, oh, he's that dude who did that, fuck knows, it's like hand movement video or something. It's like, come on, babe, it's like, I made that fucking 2 years ago. It's like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And it's like, and that's no knock on the person. That's just like, I'm a person as well, and it's like, I keep evolving and keep creating and it, like, constantly churning out content, and it's like, you can put me in whatever fucking box you want. It's like, but that ain't me, you know. It's like, this entire channel is one small box for me out of the entirety of me, right? So then when you then take that one video that you really enjoyed of mine and you try and get the entirety of me into that one tiny little box that you've for some fucking reason decided that's who I am, you know. And it's like, and this is always the frustration that every single creator goes through, and every single, you know, of the like the big top tier creators, they've all made, you know, videos about this stuff or posts about this stuff, where it's just like, it can be so frustrating when you're being trapped by people's assumptions. You know, people like, they watch, like, maybe they only watch like 5 minutes of that one video, and now they've painted a picture of you, and that's it. That's what they put on that wall. That's it. It's fixed. It's stationary. It's still. It's done. It's forever. But it's like, no, like you kind of missed the point of what I'm trying to do here. And once again, when I did the Late Night Tingles name, and why it wasn't a person's name, when it was more of a generic overarching thing, the idea was that it was a channel that anything goes. You know, I could do anything, but people don't let you. You can try, but it's like, the second you step outside of that box that they've made for you, it's like, fuck me. And it's like, oh man, it's like, when I started the simulation series, there were, like, which I love. It's my favorite thing that I've made on this channel, the character, everything, you know. But there was people writing comments basically just saying it's like they're unsubscribing and just all of that stuff. And it's like, man, it's like some of those had been on like every video, you know, commenting, saying how much they enjoyed my work and stuff. And it's like, the second I do something I actually enjoy, they're gone. Straight out the fucking door. Yeah. I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, if you're just, for some fucking reason, still watching this, Well, I don't think I can't read that. I should put my glasses on, but you know, if you are a creator that's still watching this, feel free to put your bit of insight into the comments. If you're still watching this and you're not a creator, if you're just a consumer, if you want to see more real talk, kind of behind the scenes videos, I mean, it's like I've made hundreds of videos. I can talk for however long this has been about it all, in kind of a, you know, a relaxed way, but not in an ASMR way. You know, it's nice to you know, it's like I'm not going to edit out every single one of these chair creaks. I mean, I don't even have the audio. It's fucking recording. Going to be embarrassing if it ain't. Oh, I do have some. That was the chair. Oh, still the chair. Come on. Are we good? I have some licorice tea to soothe my voice. I'm amazed that Barry hasn't died yet. I mean, the Canon R6, it's like, those Barrys are pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, because I've shot for a couple of hours, I guess, that's been on. Because I mean, that's the other thing. It's like with the videos that it's like, man, you're getting all the juice for the one person that is still watching this video. It's like, man, you're getting everything. Oh, and I've done it again. I've just knocked myself off my trailer for. That's always the problem. It's like, I've always been one that I just find things funny. I just find the funny side of things, and I will just derail my thoughts, my just everything could just get pushed aside for a laugh. Which is once again why I enjoy putting those things in the videos. And the more I'm going off on this tangent, the further away I'm getting from what I was actually talking about. And this is why I should have made notes. And this is why I am. That's the chair. And that, oop, gone too far. And that is why I am not a professional, you know. Netflix don't want me. But I don't know, is there anything else I can talk about during this? This is such a shame that this isn't like a live stream, because, you know, there would be some person, I don't know what country, is still awake at 4:34 in the morning. Are Americans still up? What time is it in the States? Is it, they 8 hours behind, 8 hours ahead? Behind. Right? I don't know. There'd be someone in the comments giving me some sass about something. Trying to think, whatever fun behind the scenes things for the one person who is about to click off the video. They're about to do it. They're going to hit dislike first, and then they're going to click away. Oh man, this video is going to get so many dislikes. So many. Oh well. It doesn't make a damn bit of difference anyway. What am I going to do? We'll have a behind the scenes fun facts. Maybe I'll come back and maybe for some reason I'll do a part 2 of this. I think that's all I got. Well, to the one person still watching, cheers. If you want more real talk, just say. feel free to dislike the video. It doesn't really bother me. As said at the beginning of this, I made this, but the two people asked. Two people. But for everyone that was positive about it, for all the people, just for all the nice people, it's like, that's awesome. It's like, I appreciate it. It is so nerve-wracking. Like, oh god, it's something that I thought about for so long, and it's like when it gets closer and closer to the day when you're gonna do it, and it finally hits you, and it's like, God, my hands. Because you just don't know what's gonna happen, because it's like, you always know that people are gonna hate it. There's always people that love to sit in the past, right, and just keep it warm, that just will not move forward. You know, it's just people that are like, no, it's this. It'll always be this, and it's like, go fuck yourself. And it's like, you know, it's like, you can't change those people's minds. It's like they're so blissfully unaware of how destructive they are, that it's like, you do realize it's like that comment, it's like, you might enjoy this creator, but because you're just saying, it's like, no, stop getting better, stop enjoying what you're doing, you know. It's just, it just crushes people down. But it's like, people don't see it like that. It's just I don't know, people being people, I guess. But yeah, I guess that's about all I gotta say. Although I could do the 6 hours. Actually, no, I couldn't, because the road will start getting noisy in a bit. I could probably do a couple more minutes though, sitting there. Is there any other fun facts? Man, if our audio isn't recording, this is going to be devastating. I'm never going to remember what I said. Oh. So, how you doing? You doing alright? You're still here? Watching my ramblings. Like, oh no, I should have asked this earlier. I should have said, it's like, just write the timestamp where you click away from the video, so you can just see the fall off, and it's like from the moment where I first swear, this is like bloop. and then those last few that are still going, that are those people that put me in a creative box, just gone. Oh man. Fuck's sake. Oh, it doesn't matter, does it? It's I don't know, it's kind of one of those things, and also why I wanted to make this video in this way was just to see the fun side of it, because it's like, I take the channel seriously, in the fact that it's like, it's a commitment. I keep making content, I keep pouring money into it at every stage, but it's like, it's a case of like, no, it's like taking a step back, being lightweight about it, taking it for what it is, you know. It's like, I'm an entertainer on the internet, and I make free content. You know, it's like, that's the that is the bottom line. That's the, keep yourself grounded to that. It's like, I have no budget for anything ever, the same as any YouTuber, you know. It's like, there is no budget unless you allow yourself one, you know. It's not like Sony's there like, oh, here you go, here's 8 million, go and make something. It's like, that just doesn't happen. So it's like, I wanted a relaxed, rambly, just a bit of insight into me, and it's sort of like, there you go, now you've actually experienced me. As I said, it's like, I take things overly seriously. It's like, I was up for a laugh, to be honest, you know. But 440. You're still here. Doesn't have a car. Maybe I'll set up a channel and I'll just do this like once a week. Just sit in front of a camera and just talk to it. Imagine if that actually became more successful than the main channel. That's another actually fun fact about the channel, because I started it during the ad apocalypse. I was one of the many creators that I basically got blacklisted by YouTube by default, because I started during the time where they did not want any new creators. And it's like I was 4 times over the monetization amount before the channel was actually monetized. And it's like, God, YouTube hates my channel so much. Like, oh God, I had months and months of videos. Every single one was demonetized, and it's like, but why? Like, oh God, yeah, they hate me so much. But maybe I'll bleep out when I said YouTube there, so they don't know. I could be talking about Twitter. You know, that'd also be funny. It's like, I can't see what the time is. Should I put 1928 or something? That was with the 30. Oh, I'll probably end up with like, that was a chair. Probably end up with like an hour's worth of it. Imagine that, because this is a long video, that this became like the most viewed video on my channel. It has the most dislikes and the most views. Oh man. Oh, I should have told people to watch it at like double speed or something, so they could get through it quicker. Oh well, you live and learn. Oh God. Oh, and I've got to do it all again tomorrow. I'm hoping to shoot 2 videos tomorrow. Well, I mean, it won't be the tomorrow for when you're seeing this. But yeah. I even put more eyeliner on and everything. There's a mirror there. That's what I keep looking at. Because like I'm always so paranoid. Like whenever I put like eyeliner on, obviously I've done it freaking years ago. Like once again, this is new for you, but it ain't new for me. It was a terrible habit, and like especially because I'd wear like shirts a lot, and like white t-shirts and white shirts, and you go and like itch your eye or something. Then I'm onto brown eyeliner now. Back then I was using the jet black stuff. You get some of that on the palm of your hand, you touch your t-shirt, you look like you've been working in a coal mine, you know. But yeah, so I'm always just like so cautious about that with all that grease and stuff over that chair, which I still got stuck under my nails. Yeah. I wonder how long somebody would actually watch none of these videos for. I am so intrigued. Like, because it's funny, because it's like there's obviously there's well, as I said, it's like there's a few thousand people that just enjoy what I do, and they'll give anything a chance. And it's like there's creators that I watch, like entertainers, musicians, whatever, and like I would just sit and watch them talk for days, freaking weeks, you know. It's like I just enjoy what they do. So it's so intrigued to know, it's like how many people would just put this on in the background and just listen to me talk for what's almost an hour. whilst I drink a mid-strength beer in some licorice tea with a fucking chair that won't stop goddamn creaking, even though I goddamn well tried to stop it from fucking creaking. I've got a, like, one of those, like, fold out, like, oh, sorry, I'm rotating, like that's the chair, that's still the chair, like the WWE style, like, fold out chairs. I should have just sat on that. I mean, I've got a mic pre, a compressor, a cardboard box full of props, and another mic pre, then the cheapest, crappiest tripod, and then the camera on top of that. I should have gave like a warning to like wear a helmet before you watch this video in case the camera falls, you know, so you'd be alright. But yeah, just the leaning tower of crap with a £3,000 camera on top of it. Man, that would be devastating if that fell. Especially for a video like this, which is just going to be hated. But yeah. Well, you know what? I really, really need to pee, so I'm going to go do that. Oh. You still here then? If you can't make yourself laugh. In all fairness, this isn't. Is that still rolling? That's still rolling. That's all right. I'm waiting for that light to die as well. That's a battery-powered light. But in all fairness, this isn't a great deal different from a live stream, right? But at least I'm actually talking to you. I mean, I've seen live streams when you've got someone playing a game and it's like they make no interaction with the viewers. It's kind of like, I could just play this game myself. But I was peeing, I thought of something, and now I can't remember what the hell it was. God damn. I'm sorry, my memory is so short today. It's like, it's been such a long day. It is 10 to 5. Good lord, good lord. But I mean, you're still here, right? Unless you skip to this part. And if you skip to this, ooh, you better not have skipped to this part, because that's cheating. You take it back. Oh man, for that one person that skipped to this section. Fuck me. Oh, you know what? Because it's been a long day, I'm gonna have a second beer. Because I can. I was drinking this alcohol-free Bavaria stuff or something. I mean, it's sweet as hell, but I mean, it's like, it's alright. It sort of just tastes like, you know, that wheaty beer taste. It just doesn't get you pissed. Man, I've got to edit this. Is the camera about to run out? Let me put my spectacles on. Let me see. I still can't read it. I tried. But I don't know. It's like this is. Doing this is quite therapeutic. It's, I don't know, it's a chance to just ramble, a chance to be, sorry, I've gone too far the other way now, haven't I? A chance to be, you know, not censored and just to talk. I mean, I got nothing like negative as such to say. It's more of just like an overarching opinion of the channel and its growth. I mean, it's like, yeah, because what era is, because I had my black and white phase, Then I had like that when I was doing the cranial, and everything was the hey. In every video was anyway. I can still do it. My voice is tired, but I'm sure I can get down there. In every video was this low grumbling noise, if you will. But with that, that was it. Oh, now another fun fact for the half a person that is very almost, they're like, their hand is teetering over that button to just click away from the video. So for that one person, alright, the camera stopped on me again there, so I'm just gonna go back and repeat a chunk if this doesn't make any sense to you. But when I was doing my speech patterns, the way that I pause, saying something and talk a little bit, and that pause bits that I would do was taken from the wrestler Triple H. Because it's like all of his like wrestling promos would be like, and I'm gonna do this on Thursday. Sorry, I was going Britishy there. Gonna be a yank for that. On Thursday night, and it just became this thing that I adopted, because he was one of those guys who, with the WWE, you have these people that would be like, they're just screaming, right? They're like known as like the wrestler voice. Like you take like your Shawn Michaels and all that, and it's like his voice is just like, it's just so ragged. And for all their shouting and stuff. But then you had like people like Triple H who would just these slow, low and paced out, and it makes you lean forward. It makes you be like, wait, what's he saying? And that's something that was so fascinating about just like how we work as people, when you can have, it's like anyone can be just like bust into a room, just like shouting, and like everyone pays attention, right? Because that's what we do. That's the way that we work as animals. But it's like, man, when you can have someone who can just talk slow and low and controlled, and it just makes you want to lean in and listen. You're not forcing someone to listen, you're not screaming at them, but you're intriguing someone, you're bringing someone in. And that was something that I found fascinating, and I did the or something to that effect, in between my dialogue on those early, American accent videos, was because it gave me that pacing, and then it's like I don't know, I locked into it, and it's probably one of the very few things that I do better than the majority of creators, because there's something, it's what they make is just amazing, just like freaking insane. But it's like my like place where I shine is that I can just bring it back to that thing that it's like, obviously it doesn't work for everyone, but 70-something thousand people, it brings them in. It's kind of that like, it's almost an intriguing pattern of speech, that is there another creator that does that? like in that same, you know, like what I'm doing now. I mean, I've done it hundreds of times. I'm so freaking used to doing it. God, is there somebody else who does that? Who just pauses and just leaves that dead air? God, I don't know if there is. If you're still watching this, like, say if there's somebody else who does that. That'd be fascinating to know. To compare it to what I do. God, I'm trying to think. I mean, Rift kind of does, nah, but he doesn't, like, I'm doing it again. He doesn't have that same, like, dead air, but it's not like an awkward dead air. It's like you're waiting for the next word. And what I've really enjoyed doing with the past, effectively filler videos for the past couple of years, was I was waiting for all of this stuff to happen, was kind of like reusing a lot of phrases, like pop that in my pocket and stuff, so then I could be like, oh no, I'll just take this and pop it into my pocket. And like from the initial, like the first, like, maybe it takes him as long as like pop it, you know, but it's like as soon as that hits, it's like there's people that know exactly what they're gonna say. Which, I don't know, there's something really cool about that. It's like going and seeing a band, and, you know, there's maybe they're like a one-hit wonder or whatever, and there's that one song and you know every damn word of it. And it's like as soon as that first chord hits of that song, it's like you know where it's going, but you still love it, you still get into it, you still really enjoy it. And to try and kind of create that, that was my hands, by the way. That probably sounded like a fart. It's like, honestly, I have not farted once during this video. I may have done when I went for a piss. Oh, man. I can't even take myself fucking seriously. Jesus Christ. But, oh, whatever. Yeah. And, I've completely lost my trailer for... I should have shot this tomorrow. I'm very tired. But, I'm sure you got the gist of it. Oh, it's 1 minute past 5. I mean, I have no idea how much of this is going to be usable. I mean, the mics are up, they're plugged in, the camera's on. The battery still hasn't died yet, which is very impressive. Please don't dislike the video. Please don't. Oh, please don't unsubscribe. Oh, I don't even care if you did. I mean, if you don't like me, that's fine. It is what it is. I'll go back and work in a factory or something. Done that before. Maybe I should do these like set up a channel for just people who just wanna, almost like what I actually set out to do with the Late Night Tingles name, and just have like a late night rambly radio thing when I just talk about stuff, you know, like life experiences. I mean, so I've had so many different jobs and stuff. I mean, it's like I'm 29. I mean, admittedly, YouTube is now, for me, the best paid job I've ever had. I mean, which is why I can just buy a camera, you know. I mean, it's, at the end of the day, it's a work tool, you know. It's like, it's something that, it goes on your taxes, you know. It's like for a builder buying a new van, you know, or whatever it would be the equivalent of whatever occupation. But yeah, maybe I will. I guess it depends how the like to dislike ratio, because, you know, I don't really want to make another YouTube channel that people hate. I mean, it's bad enough that YouTube hate this channel, let alone if I make a channel that people hate. Man, oh man, oh man. And if you're watching this in double time, good for you. I should have put a warning at the start. But, what's the time? We are an hour and 10 minutes. This is almost like a feature-length film. Well, I mean, not a modern feature-length film. I mean, let's face it, they're like 3 hours long. But like, you know, like an old-school feature-length film. Like an hour and a half. Ooh. Got the old burpee hiccups. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll roll till an hour and a half. I mean, it's basically no different than a live stream, right? You just can't interact with me until after it's been posted. And after it's been demonetized. And after it's got a lot of dislikes and I've lost lots of subscribers because people realize that I swear. And I'm not the person they thought I was. And then I'm just a fucking goofball trying to enjoy what I do. Yeah. And I mean, once again, as I said, it's like if you are a creator, be it YouTube or whatever else, it's like if you're still here, please, like, tell me about your experiences for this. I mean, the overall interaction with this video is going to be minute. And the battery's about to die. I can see that red flashing. That I can actually see. Yeah, I'd be interested to know with like the various areas and stuff that I've hit, and like the behind the scenes stuff. As I said, it's like if you want more of that, or just more kind of stories in general. I don't like going crazy into opinions and things because, you know, we all have an opinion and we're allowed to think differently, you know. So the battery died. But that's alright because I got 2. You know, these batteries cost £109. Extortionate. I should have bought like a fake one or something, but for some reason I bought oh, it is still recording, that's alright. I bought a real Canon one, but yeah. I don't know why I keep clicking the button on my phone. I switch my phone off when I film videos. Every now and then it picks up a little bit of interference, or I mean, it's just a distraction at fucking phones and stuff. So now that's going to confuse me with keeping track of time, so I've done 70 minutes. Alright. Ooh. What if I just sat here and just stared at the camera? Would people watch that? When say, wouldn't it, Phoenician Sailor said that he was, or joked about doing a video of, oh god, what was it, something, and he was going to be there for like the first 10, maybe 30 seconds of the video, then just walk out the room and just leave the camera rolling for the like half an hour or something. I can't remember what he was saying about, but if I just said can't even keep a straight face. Nah, maybe after I've had a bit of sleep, I'll try again, or maybe I'll just like have the starting bit of the video into where it goes, at a point where I sort of stop moving, take a still frame, run that still frame for an hour, and then as I come out of that, it would be when I start the video again. It's a dumb idea. I'm not going to do it. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything. Oh man, oh man, it's 9 minutes past 5. Oh, my sinuses, it's like I was off mowing lawns. It's like, oh god, I'm getting clogged up now. I have to get the old sinus rinse out. Now, it's funny, the other day, I mean, I might as well tell you the story. I mean, I doubt you saw it. I posted it on Twitter, like 5 people fucking saw it. I did I don't know what time in the morning, maybe like 10 a.m. or something like that, maybe earlier. Yes, it was earlier. It was much, much earlier, because I pulled an all-nighter because the builders were turning up. Yeah, so I was very, very tired. It was maybe like 9 a.m. and I was like, oh, I'm gonna, do a sinus rinse, like flush everything through. But I don't know if you've ever done one, but the water kind of like resides for a little while in your sinuses, and then kind of, if you tilt your head a certain way, it kind of just pours out. And I was putting something in the in an outdoor bin as they turn up, and just at that moment there was 2 blokes, and they were like nattering to each other and that, and it's just all this water just like came out my nose, and it's like, all right, mate, and they're like, all right. He said nothing about it, absolutely nothing. I'm like, oh man, what a lad. Like, I mean, maybe he didn't notice it, or maybe just, just like, maybe it's easier to just not question it. But, and then I was, it's sat in here with the door open as they were, doing stuff, like moving stuff around and that. And, as it was sort of like walking past the door, because I was, because I took a load of rubbish out, and I was sort of sorting stuff out, filling up another bin bag. And so I'd been sort of like leant over, so, it kind of gets everything flowing. And as soon as you stand up, it all just starts pissing out again. And as he went past the door, he was leaking out my nose again. So, I mean, obviously he thought I was just a fucking tap or something. Or like, I don't know, like just really well hydrated. Like, it just fucking leaking out. It was like, oh man, what's the fucking odds of that? The 2 fucking times I saw him was the 2 times, and it was just relentless. Oh man. He still didn't say anything. He just let it happen. Carried on his way. I wonder if he told his mates about it in the pub. Like, it was this really it was this really weird ginger bloke, right? He just can't see how water pouring out his nose. Oh, fucking hell. Christ. Oh, man. Whew. And what makes it even funnier was the once again, for the 6 people that actually interact with me on Twitter. I mean, they ain't watching this anyway. But oh god, I kind of said it sort of like, would anybody watch it if I did like a proper, like, like Cockney, like geezer video, but like kind of a lightweight fun thing. And yeah, the icing on the cake was then, of course, like then that next day when the builders turned up. Was it the next day, or what did I say about the Cockney thing afterwards? No, I want to say that it was the next day that the builders turned up. And they were proper like geezers as well. And it's just like, oh my god, it's so funny. Oh man. Yeah, the two of them. I can't think of what it was. They were trying to work. One of them was going on holiday to somewhere. And one of the blokes was like, is that in Greece? And he was like, I don't actually know. Oh man, I wish I could remember their conversation. It was so funny. It's just, yeah, these couple of like, all right, darling, geezers nattering away about like trying to work out where the fuck this bloke was going on holiday. Like he was booked. Like the guy had no idea where he was going. He knew the name of the place, but he didn't actually know where the fuck in the world he was going. Oh man. It's 5:15. Oh, bloody hell. Well, I mean, I could keep it rolling for a bit. How long do people normally live stream for? An hour? 2 hours? God, imagine if I did the, YouTube, you can do a 12-hour video. If I just did this for 12 hours and uploaded it. Oh well. I suppose to call it quits. The audio is probably not recording, or whether the mics aren't properly plugged in or something. It's just like the noises rather than anything. It'll be fine. I'll just go over it. I'll just go over I don't know, whatever it is, like hour and a half, and I'll just overdub the whole thing. I'll have like 8 beers and then I'll do it. Well. I've asked a bunch of questions. I'm not going to re-ask them. Put your answers in. Yeah, and if you're still here, or if you skip to the end, that's just cheating. It's like, go back. You've got so much crap to watch. Yeah, but I mean, it's like if you watch the entire thing, that's awesome. It's like if you want to see more stuff like this, it's like I might actually set up a channel. I might do lighter weight, easier going stuff on this channel, like a behind the scenes, almost like commentary to a video or something that's particularly popular, or something along those lines. But yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what people think of this. To a little bit of lightweight real talk. But yeah, well, you made it this far, or you cheated and you skipped to the end, and if you did, whatever. But I mean, if you watched all of it, that's awesome. Let me know what you think. See you later. Take it easy, and cheers.